Today I will be demonstrating how to create the camera technique depth of field using a Panasonic 250. Depth of field is the distance between the closest and the furthest objects within a scene that appear acceptably sharp or in focus. However, there are three key elements that help to create this technique. These are the aperture, camera to subject distance, and the focal length. So here's how you create this effect. After framing your shot, you will firstly need to consider the aperture. The aperture refers to the access given to light from the lens to the camera. Using the aperture, which is measured in f-stops, is the simplest way to control your depth of field. The lower your f number equals the larger your aperture is, giving you a shallower depth of field. So adjust the aperture until you have created your desired effect. Next, the focal length refers to the capability of the lens to magnify the image of a subject. Therefore, the longer you set your focal length, the shallower the depth of field will become. As you can see, the shorter you set it, the deeper the depth of field appears. Finally, camera to subject distance can have a great effect on how well your depth of field appears. The closer your subject is to the camera, the shallower the depth of field is. By replacing the phone and bringing it into the foreground, the focal point has shifted due to the close camera to phone distance. You can now apply these three major elements to any scene you wish. Again, adjust the aperture, the focal length and camera to subject distance, and you can easily demonstrate a shallow depth of field. Using shallow depth of field is a useful way of making your subject stand out. This camera technique is used for various narrative purposes. For example, guiding your audience to a particular focal point to either emphasize an emotion or action, or simply to make the audience aware of who they should be focusing on. For example, shallow depth of field is commonly used in vlog-style makeup tutorials. As you can see, every time a new product is introduced, the focus shifts from me to the object, now positioned in the foreground. Selective focus draws the audience's attention to a particular portion of the frame. By manipulating the focal point, it encourages the audience to follow, in order for them to make sense of the narrative. I hope my tutorial has helped you gain an understanding of depth of field. I've been Anika Guru, thank you for watching.